Hey guys, welcome to today's live execution. So we moved so much, but I didn't get an entry based on almost 250 points. So it was not clear for me at all. So at least there were some gaps here I could have entered, but I don't see any gap that could have been a good entry for us. Okay. So I'm tracking Algo 1, Algo 2 reversal from here. And I was expecting a 35 sell here or 35 gaps to be created, but it didn't. There is Algo 1 also from 1500 here, and right now 44. If it creates a low, then we can get in. Okay, because at this hour 1544 is also 29, and it will create a pivot if to meet the algo path. 1532, 3132 doesn't make sense to short, so I didn't do it. Probably this was a good shot, but I didn't see it because 1538 is also 23, and it is a CE time. And look at the 50% respect. Okay, so we could have made easily 80 points. So let's go one contract here, and this should be 44 meeting the algo path, and 1532 is 17 because 31 and 32 are not GB numbers, so you have to subtract, and here it gives you 1544 also gives you 29, so it kind of meets a path. So adding one more. So it should allow the market to create a low here, and then if it wants it can dump. So using that knowledge you can take some. At least once again it comes into this gap, we will take a partial because it is a CE timed gap. And now we can place our SL here because it's moved out. I didn't want to immediately place an SL because it could wick. So people who ask me, do you not use SL? This is how I use. Otherwise, anyways, I'm monitoring it uh, live, so I can always cut it. And if there is like a big candle, I blow the account. That's it. It's simple. It's all a calculated risk. I also get a lot of questions in the comments asking me, how do you know? How do you know this 30, this 20, 35? So I don't know it, right? I'm just following the guide, and if it is within my risk parameter, I will take the trade. But I could lose every trade that I take. That is the risk that you are taking as a trader. So when this candle comes, do you panic? Earlier I used to because I thought I'm giving back my profit. But right now, okay, why will this come back? If it comes back, it's okay. I mean, I cannot do anything about it. But having the knowledge of Algo Path, I know this will not come unless it takes a liquidity. It's not going to come back. I can manually take one off because we were anyways in the gap. So we don't want to give it. Okay. So I think both the contracts got taken. But anyways, I was only wanting to hold till 1550, which is 35 here. So it's not bad. So you're able to make around 90 handles. Okay. Now I didn't take any trade here, and it might like, okay, you missed out, which is true. But that is the advantage of knowing the path, because there will be some retrace. The market will move up and down. So you'll get more opportunities. Here, you have to just gamble here. Why 1532? It is not even a GB number, right? But here 1544, it aligns with the algo path 00, and then 15 here, which is 0011, and then 4144. So 44 aligns here. It's perfect. Okay, so we could short here, but I'll wait until 1556, which is 41. Okay, because right now algo 1, it could exhaust all these options. There is also an algo 2 that is playing, and right now 1544 could be 59 as well when you add. Normally I don't do addition, but look at the path. So 29 to 56 to 11 to 17 to 59 to 3. Okay, so we have a 29, we have a 56, we have 11 or 15, we have a 17 here in terms of subtraction, or you can even use this 24, and here with addition 1544 is 59. Okay, so I think this will go higher till 1559. And look at the 50% respect of this inverse gap. Now if this 1550 creates a gap, so that's a 35, so we can use the 50% to add or go long. Right now it's, it's too late for me to enter, and it didn't leave a gap though. There might be a small one. So this is how it seamlessly integrates both the algos. Okay. Otherwise, there is no way for me to know exactly at 1544 it will create a low, if not for the algo path. A lot of time people can lose here. They think they'll just buy because it is 35 without waiting for the low to form, and that's very dangerous. Okay. So here you have to wait. Here it was a last option for me, that's why I longed without waiting for the low to be formed. But here this is not the last option of 35, so it could have gone to 1550 as well, right? So missed out. Should have been a good 130 odd handles. I mean, I would have kept it, but I was a little bit scared of this gap. So a CE time gap. So once it took liquidity, or once it entered here, I wanted to take one. okay, so that I can secure the profit. Now it's just a waiting game. It has to go to 1559. And the market wanted to show this as a reversal. That's why it didn't create any gaps at 35, 36. So you should understand that as well, right? While it was moving down, it created a gap here at 33, but it didn't at 34, 35, 36. It rebalanced it, which meant there is no wall blocking the way, right? Just a smooth up move. So I should have picked this 1538 as 23 and could have shorted here, and inverse I could have placed a limit order here. Okay, so those are the missed trades for me. Now 1555, 56 could be 41 again. It can be used as a pivot. It doesn't mean it will reverse. But we reached the choke point here, right? The big fall came here, and right now the price has moved to balance all the gaps, at least this one. So it can create a pivot, but I expect 59 to form a low, and then we go for 3 or 7. Why? What does Algo 1 say? Once 0, 0, 11, 41 is done, we should go to 3. So that's what it is looking for. In Algo 2 also, we did 1159 and it is also looking for 3. So both the algos at this moment is looking for 3. So 1607 could be a good short opportunity that I can predict even before the market goes there. Okay. Now, no other strategy will give you this advantage to figure out the world's biggest index or the volatile index such as Nasdaq, where it will form pivots. It's because you have cracked the algo thanks to OP Plaka. I mean, you wouldn't feel disappointed, right? You missed out to 50 handles. Now you got the same almost. So patience is the key. nothing else. Now I didn't take a look at anything that happened apart from this buy side liquidity that it took. So there's no higher time frame bias that I took for this long. It was just purely a calculation of what was the high here, what is the low here, what was the algo path playing here, what could be the pivot here. So now 59, it has to create a pivot just so that the algo path is met. So I'll try to short just to show you whether this works or not. Because when you read the algo, why these pivots are created, it's easier for you to read the algo. If the price didn't stop here, so every time it stops, it doesn't mean it's reversal, right? So now we had, so if it takes this liquidity, I will short, or we can go short, I guess, and we'll add one more if it goes higher here. Okay, so this is just predicting at 59 high will be created. If it doesn't, we'll learn something new. The 0 0 candle is always a danger candle. It can really wipe you out, but since it's a demo account, I'm just taking that risk. Otherwise, I wouldn't do this. I'm just showing it. Now 0 0 is still 59, so I wouldn't. It's just taking all of this liquidity and then dumping. Yeah, that's not good. So this it considered this 1544 itself as 59 because there's no pivot here. So if the market goes straight to 1607, I will short. Okay. Okay, I see 3 making the low, I mean high here, which means it will make 7 low in this 0 0 gap, which means we continue higher. Okay, and this could be a breakout. Last 2 times we had this area as pretty good resistance, so we could really break out here. So this 3, whenever 3 rejects with a wick, this rejection block is pretty strong because in Hopi's uh, PD arrays, rejection block has the number 3. But yet again, you can see the beauty of algo paths. But you're not able to trade everything. That's what I want to say, right? You want to trade the obvious numbers, the CE times. Here we traded because it is 44, it's a CE time. And right now, if you want to short, it's a good short now. It's 6 or 7. If the market slows down, it shouldn't create fair value gaps. I took a short here before I went live. So this is 56 to 11 here. So trading the CE times is going to get you big rewards, okay? Not the other GB times, the normal GB times. Okay. So well, let's wait until the end of this close of this candle because the liquidity is so nearby. We want to nail this short if it provides us an opportunity. So let's short here. I think it's a good shot. Now the market can trick you because if it creates 8 low here, that means it's continuation and we can flip our bias. So we can't let this 8 low be like this. It has to take or else we'll have to flip our bias and it will be a breakout. So here again, it's quite lack of patience from my end. Okay, I should wait at least which side puts a high or a low in. Right, should just cut it and go long and have this order block providers. The order block slow is anyways taken, so I expect it to continue higher. Okay, now I want to recover almost 3k because I tried to do dumb shit here and lost around 2k. Now it's around 1.2k. Okay, I wouldn't do that. Probably this one I would lose because I tried to be smart and try to sell here at 16,078, which is right, which was not bad at all. Okay, so we have enough liquidity until here. So yesterday how we nailed the high of the day. Today we nailed the low of the day with Algo Path reasoning. So that's the takeaway for me as well, because it was very confusing for me at the open, like why 1532 made the high and no gaps here at 35s. But once I figured out, okay, Algo 1 was like this, then this became very easy. Okay, here 8 put a low. 8 is also plus 1 of 7, right, which is still a CE time, and 7 put an order block. So I expect if we come back here, we will add more. So I expect this to run. Now think about where it could stop, right? So 41 can go to 7, 41 can go to 14 here in Algo 1. I don't know where I put the Algo 1. So 0, 0, 11, 41, 3. So 41 can go to either 3 or 11. So here 1610 doesn't make sense. 13, 14 should push the price higher. Okay, so I entered another contract in the gap, which is safe for me. Maybe one more at the order block. If the order block gets broken, then I'm wrong. So this is playing continuation, right? Here I'm not looking at a reversal. I did, but once I know the market didn't respect it, then I'll be looking for continuation. So I can't put an SL here because if I put, it might wick. Okay, but I know this order block is going to protect. Right now it is 13, so we have still 14 and 15 as the CE, which can push the price higher. So you have to trust the CE time. See, the order block low is taken again. So if I had placed my SL, it's just unnecessary loss. We should have just flown higher. Stopping here, like, again, doesn't make sense for me. Like why it wants to chop here. And playing continuation is really tough for me as well, especially the up move. It doesn't present as many opportunities as the short does. Okay, so good enough. Whatever dumb shit I did, I was able to recover. Okay, now with prop firms, you're not going to go with minis. You're going to go with micros, so you can still manage it like this, and everybody will go through stages of that you think you know the market, right? And the market didn't do anything wrong as per the algo path. I was thinking this 59 pivot will be created, but it created it here itself, so we are okay. And here I didn't wait for this 8. If this 8 was also like we broke below this, then it was an easy shot for me, but I was a little bit impatient there. Okay, so now we took all the liquidity here. It can still climb up, but we can close it here. So to summarize, I think this is enough. So I was tracking at the open 29, the algo reverse, and I had everything, but this 32 didn't make sense for me. That's why I didn't engage. I wanted 35, 36 to create a gap for me to trade, but it didn't. And then I looked at whether 0011 created a liquidity sweep. Yes, it did. And then I figured out, okay, 44 can really give us the move because this is a CE time, shows the direction, and the high was 17. So 1544 is also 29. So it meets 17 to 29 end of the path here. I could have held on one contract until 59 here, but accidentally it got closed. But we would have made almost 270 points. Okay. Then I thought 59 would be here and then 3 or 7 in the lows to continue higher. But market didn't put a 59 pivot here. Here also, I should have waited for 7 or 8 to decide the direction. But anyways, I used this order block to get back in. And we cleared all the liquidity so far. And right now, we have some empty spaces here, like the bearish gaps. So it could go there, but it might chop around a bit. Okay, so two losses, but we made up the loss and we also nailed the low of the session. Hope this is helpful. Okay, so live trading is always going to be like this. It's not going to be pretty where you're longing at one and just holding till the other end. Okay, all right. Hope you enjoy this, and let's meet up next week again. Until then, have a good weekend. I'll talk to you on Monday. Bye bye.